Hello and welcome along. Today on Lawfolds, we're going to be doing some forestry work. We are going to go and pick up some new equipment I bought. I've discovered that we can only really cut trees today because our tree planter is currently full of poplars for planting, and therefore we can't actually put trees to plant on it. So we're going to go and cut some down from some of the woodland instead. So we've got our Massey Ferguson and one of our IT runners and our little Ultra, and we're going to go and cut some down and see how we do. So let's get going. We've got a couple of bits up at the store that I've bought just to help us along with this. We have nothing that will do any kind of wood chips at the moment, so it's all going to be logs, so we're going to choose our trees carefully, but that shouldn't be too difficult. Most of the trees in the woodlands area on this map are pretty big and should go into that quite well. It's not too long a trek to the shop, but it's a little bit of a trek, and I just wanted to do it as a sort of intro bit, really. We do have our case still planting soybeans in this field, and as you might see in the top right, we do have a new update to the seasons mod. It now gives us air temperature as well as ground temperature. The ground temperature is actually quite cold at the moment, so I'm hoping that it's not going to cause us any problems, because this is the last day of spring that we're on at the moment. So if it goes planting everything today, I'm really hoping, or planting soybeans today, I'm really hoping they don't die, but it's a risk I've got to take at the moment. How's our... Yep, our Ultra is still with us. So the two bits we bought really are an attachment for the IT runner for logs, which is the same mod that we used on the previous map on Losberg. And a log grab for the Vulture. And we'll probably go to the nearest piece of woodland to us here, which is actually really near the other woodland stuff too. And we'll get that cleared. Off. I'll get a little bit of that cleared. So looking at this, our nearest piece of woodland is up by field 9. Rather than heading all the way back to near field 37. So that's where we are going to be heading. There's our new equipment. Ultra is still behind us, so we'll stop him following. Then, yep, we are picking up at this end. Drive into here. Reverse as we pick that up. Just to ease it on that. There we go. Now if we switch to our Vulture. There it is. And there we go. So this is a double grab fork. which is really useful. So, oh, let's back you off. Start up our Massey, and away we go. So yeah, we're heading to the forest up by Field 9. It is really, really close to the timber yard, which is very helpful. Very, very helpful, in fact. It means once we've filled this up, we will be very quickly be able to go and sell it, which will bring us a nice little spike. Probably pay for the equipment we bought, which will be really useful. And we can get this then back to our main farm, and then it'll be there for next time we want to use it. We'll go and park it. We'll actually go and put our logging equipment up by our sheep farm. Right, we want to turn here. I can't see behind me. Do we still have a tractor? I think we do. I can't see him though. We'll find out in a moment. No, we don't want that. We want right round. Oh, I think I see him. Yep, I do. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do is we have quite a large area to load up here. I'm going to drop the trailer, but I'm not actually going to detach it as there's no point at the moment. There we go. I'll turn this off. And then what we'll do is open this up and we'll start cutting a couple of trees. Okay, so we'll take the first tree in here. Why not? These are nice, tall forestry trees. My issue with this area is it's a little bit plain, which isn't a horrible thing, but you know, I like a little bit of character in my forests, and these don't really have it. This looks like a planted forest. We don't have the measure mod on this at the moment. It's something I need to get turned on. So for now, we're going to guess a little bit. So back to an old method. Which means we have lots of uneven logs. Basically, we've forgotten our tape measure today. Let's see how that does. There we go. I remember correctly, we can get about 3, maybe 4 trees worth in here. Depending on the size of the trees. Go. Wow. Really? I didn't do too badly, really, considering that was by eye rather than actually measuring it. I'm quite pleased with that. No, actually not quite pleased. I'm very pleased with that. That could have gone so much worse. Now hopefully what we'll be able to do is build up with the forestry stuff. Oh, no, this is not quite so well done. Oh. Wow. I've got to cut the tiniest bit off the end of this. We're going to be creating a frisbee. That's moving. We'll put it down then. Yeah, we've got to cut the smallest of bits off the end to get this in. Which is nice, it's a good long piece of wood. We'll get a lot of money for that. But it is just trying to fit it in the first place. There we go. One more, and I should think we'll probably, looking at this, we will probably have a similar problem. I think this is a very long piece. Yeah. Cut a bit off the end. Yeah, I thought that would disappear. This piece is not worth quite so much. There we go. Right, we need to get another tree. If we can keep them cut like that, that would be fantastic. Right, we want it to fall into that gap there. Let's see if this works. Just about. Delimit. Alright. Think about here. We'll remember our tape measure next time. make things much easier. Yeah, and then just take the end off. There we go. It's a real case of how much have I learnt in all the forestry I've done. So, you know, doing these once a week, how much have I learnt? How much has my eye improved on the length? There we go. That's securely on that. Because that feels very long. Wow. That's spot on. I don't think I could have... Wow. I'm sorry, I'm genuinely surprised that that fit in there so well. That is an honest surprise. I mean, this one is a lot shorter. Actually, not that much. Right. I'm just going to pull this back a little bit. Yeah. So that's my only issue with this logging trailer, is it's very light. It moves about a lot. I don't know if that's so that the IT runner can pick it up or not, but it could do with a little more oomph to it. I feel it shouldn't move with every tap that I give it with the equipment. Obviously, I shouldn't be giving it taps with the equipment. But when I do, I don't expect it to sort of move about as much as it does. This one is a lot shorter. We will put it at the far side. There we go. I think we can get another 2 trees on here. I think we probably have time to do that as well. And we spent about, I think I spent about 7,000 on this. On the front loader attachment we've got, and the logging trailer. There we go. Right, so 2 more trees. Let's go this one next, and we will cut it back towards us. So into that gap that we've created. Which it falls into quite nicely. And see if we can judge as well as we have been. Think about here. And about here. And knock the end off. Like that. That should do it. That should. Hey. Oh no. This is, it leaves us with this tiny bit. We'll cut it in half and hopefully it will disappear. No. I've got no means of doing anything with these small bits. So we'll just cut it into little bits. And hopefully it will all go. There we are. Right. Yeah, our next target, I think, for forestry stuff is going to be a wood chipper. We will probably get a small in-game one to move forward with. There we are. Oh, I've misjudged this. Yeah. Another one we need to cut a bit off. No, that's not going to do it. I've got to put it down. Which is actually pretty realistic. You wouldn't really cut ends off logs like that. Again, we're going to slice this into little bits. Basically our version of chipping at the moment. Really? Okay. Wow. This is really wasting time at the moment. There we go. Cutting it down the middle seems to be the answer. Oh wow, we still have a little bit of this end piece. There we go, right. I'm hoping we've cut enough off to fit it in the trailer. And we haven't. Oh dear, that's not good. We did have quite a big bit left over then off that. There we go. Alright, let's try that instead. Yeah, there we go. We may not have time for one more tree. I'm also slightly worried about how long I've cut this piece. Because if that last one didn't go in, this one probably won't as well. And next time I will make sure I have my tape measure with me. I know this one is going to go in. There we go. Yeah, we do have space for one more tree, so we will try and cut that quickly, and I will get this stuff back to the main farm off camera once we've sold off this wood. It's a good way. Forestry actually is a fairly good way to bring in a little bit of extra instant cash. Go cut down a few trees. You'll earn a few grand. There we go. That's on there. Right, one more tree. What shall we take? We will take this one. Make sure we're going into a gap. We are. Cut it. And there we go. Try and go a little bit shorter this time. About here, I think. Yeah. And here. And here. Alright, and here. That should do it. That should absolutely sort us out. Hopefully we won't be faffing around with trying to cut little bits off the ends at this time. These are a bit shorter and therefore should fit in here quite easily. He says. Wow. I thought they were going to be a lot shorter than the actual thing. They're not. They're really not. There we go. There's one. Pack the rest in the middle and then get the straps on and get these sold. It's really not easy to judge distance in this game, which is part of the reason why I normally use the measure mod. Go. Just 2 more to load in. Yeah, the longer they are, the more money I get. And it can be quite a considerable difference. Also, of course, the thicker they are, the more money I get. Right, last one. And then we'll convoy it to the timber yard. Of course, it's just next to us here. There we are. So we'll see if we can throw that disc on there as well. Yep, that's on the top. Close these gates. Load up, so strap these on. There we go. Away we go. So, a little bit longer episode than normal. We will just go and sell these, and we will end the episode there. I'm hoping this is going to be quite a tight turn. There we go. We made it round. Right, where do we sell our timber? We will just stop. Ah, there we go. Okay, we get our Vulture inside. Beauty of these is we can stack. Is we can stack our them on top of each other. I doubt that little disc will bring us in much, but right. So let's unload it. Oh, some good prices coming out of this. Wow. And some not so good prices coming out of this. Come on, you two. Might have to try and unload a little bit with the help of this. There we go. And they're not going to take the disc at all. Oh, come on. There we are. Wow, that got us £10 that disc. Right, so that is where we're going to end the episode. So, turn that off and turn that off. And all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.